What's up, guys? It's Cole with S&S Terrain Solutions here, getting you excited for winter forage here in a couple weeks. We got really lucky here in Kansas City. We had a little blizzard come through, so today I was able to get out and put together this hasty little fighting position. I wanted to test out the snow camouflage that Morgan over at winterwarfare.com sent to us for our tent group kits. Also wanted to test out the UCP tarp, because at last winter forage we had a lot of snow covering the treetops, and we had woodland tarps up for overhead cover for our fighting positions, and they just stuck out against that white snow really bad. So, you know, in combination with the snow camo and the UCP, that should blend in better. With the blizzard conditions that we had yesterday here in KC, you can see that most of the snow has been blown off the upper portions of the trees. So that was one of the motivations for getting out here and testing that stuff out. Also, just come out here and get some reps on this stuff myself. One thing I'm working on right now is I'm testing the French Feline 4 winter smock and trousers. Basically, it's the French version of the level 5. It's a little heavier than the US version of the level 5. It doesn't feel like it's that quick dry material, but it is kind of light, even though it's heavier. I know that doesn't make sense, but we'll see if it retains water and freezes versus the US level 5, where it'll evaporate off pretty quick. Yesterday, like I said, we had blizzard-like conditions. I was out shoveling the snow a couple different times, and something that helped out a lot was the USGI just ESS goggles. I'm telling you, you don't want to be on patrol with your head down to avoid getting the little pellets of sleet and snow in your eyeballs. Okay, you need to have your head up, scanning for threats if you're out there patrolling in the wintertime. Also, right now I've got my 16-ounce titanium cup on the Dragon stove, heating up some water for a mountain house. I've also got the Stanley Thermos Hot Wet with the Canadian Army carrier out here, so I can mix up a little bit of hot apple cider and enjoy the afternoon out here. Something else to consider: you got the thermos, the thermal pad, excuse me, for sleeping. But you need that out here when you're sitting here on patrol too, because the ground will just sap that cold right away from you. Also got a little smaller cutout of that I keep in my pocket if I don't have the ability to carry that whole thing around with me. Just you guys see this stuff in the conflicts that are happening right now. Guys got the pads, the butt pads on there for when they sit down, so they don't get their butt wet and cold and saps the energy from them. Next thing you know, they're a casualty. So one thing that you got to keep in mind out here is whenever you're doing any cold weather, training, deployments, whatever it is, everything takes so much longer. There's so many little extras that go into your kit that you just have to take the time, prepare, make sure it's there, double check, recheck, do your pre-deployment layouts, your PCIs multiple times before you step out in the cold, because the cold absolutely, I know it's cliche, the cold will absolutely defeat you for the enemy.